What will happen today as Jeffrey Epstein's victims bravely tell their stories in the most public forum of all? Well, we can only anticipate what the reaction will be, and we'll be covering at Occupy Democrats. But from late last night, we have a series of clips to share with you right now that come from members of Congress exiting a closed-door oversight committee roundtable with survivors of unconscionable exploitation and abuse perpetuated by Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and their co-conspirators. Now, if their reaction last night is any indication of what we're going to see later today, buckle up, as you're about to see. And if you're Donald Trump, get an extension for that buckle. Make sure it goes all the way around, because you are in for a bumpy ride. Okay, let's get started with our first clip. Stick around. The most stunning and controversial clip we're going to run at the end. First, this was Arizona Representative Yasmin Ansari, the youngest female member of Congress. Here is her first reaction after that closed-door meeting last night.
There is so much to this story that nobody knows. There are decades worth of stories and information and a cover-up of this capacity to have allowed for the abuse of over 1,000 women over the course of decades, and then stories that demonstrate that Epstein and others were able to perpetuate the abuse beyond, even after the public knew. We know there's a lot more to this. And I think that this is the most corrupt administration in American history, and this story shows it more than anything. So we will keep fighting in honor of the survivors who are brave enough to put themselves out there for truth and justice, and we will not back down until there is full accountability and prevention from this ever happening.
Okay, something is definitely happening here, folks. Next, let's check out California Representative Robert Garcia. He calls out Trump less for his action, but mostly for his inaction. Inaction? I wonder why.
Two things. One is Donald Trump has the power right now to release all of the Epstein files and documents. Right now. The DOJ is refusing to release the documents that have been subpoenaed. So there is a White House cover-up at the very highest level in getting the American public the information to bring justice to these victims. And I think it's very important for everyone to understand that. The second thing that's important is in the days ahead, we already know we're going to hear from some of the victims tomorrow. We're going to be hearing from other victims in other ways in the days and weeks ahead. It is very important that we believe these women, that we believe these survivors, we honor that, and that we work to bring them justice.
Believe the women, believe the survivors, or believe the guy who said AI threw something out of an upstairs White House window. Well, believe me, it's going to get worse. Now, wait till you see our final reaction from a key member of Congress. But first, Representative Melanie Stanbury and her chilling take on what she heard last night.
I want to be clear that what we heard today is a cover-up. And it is a cover-up of epic proportions, a cover-up involving the United States government, the justice system, rich and powerful individuals, a cover-up potentially involving foreign countries and foreign actors. And yes, here today in this House, as our colleagues are up in the House chamber in the Rules Committee, a cover-up by the Republicans in this chamber. Because as you will find out in the coming days and weeks, this goes all the way to the top.
Okay, this could be a pivotal day for Donald J. Trump and the future of America, because the bully is on the run. Be careful, that makes him dangerous. But it is this intensely muted reaction from the famously vocally reactive representative from South Carolina, Nancy Mace.
So I'm on the left.
Absolutely crazy.
I'm absolutely
And get out of my face.
That says it all by saying nothing. Silence is golden. Stay tuned to Occupy Democrats for the latest breaking details all day long from the day that Donald Trump, well, this time, won't easily forget.
You know, the question on the women, I didn't say many of those things. They said something, and they were giving out some words, and I don't remember that on The Apprentice, and I don't know where they got some of these words, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm going to have somebody call up and find out where these words came from, because I don't recognize those words. Not that I'm an angel, by the way, but I don't recognize those words.